Hey everybody, Levi Clay here, and I'm back again for a very short question and answer session. I'm going to answer one question today, and it is the age-old question of Levi. Is using auto-tune cheating? The answer is no, guys. Basically, the answer is no. So thanks so much for tuning in, and I will see you for another video again soon. But I feel that you're probably going to want a little bit more of a justification than that, right? So let's do it. I do think it's a very interesting subject, and you do see lots of musicians arguing about this. You'll see the funny memes on Facebook suggesting that, well, how is it okay for a musician to use auto-tune when it's not okay for an athlete to use steroids? And yeah, really, I think the answer to all of this comes in the meaning of the word cheating, right? What is cheating? How can one cheat? If I decide that I want to draw a picture to go on my fridge, and I midway through go, you know what, I'm not very good at this, I'm going to print a picture out and put it on my fridge. Is that cheating? I feel like the answer to that is no, and that's, well, why would that be? Because who have I cheated in doing that, right? No one has been cheated. To cheat means to give yourself some sort of competitive advantage over somebody that isn't using the shortcut, isn't using the cheating. And of course, music isn't a competition, guys. So if you think that you can cheat in music, then unfortunately I have to say to you that I feel that you've probably missed the point of music entirely, right? Now, I do get it. I get that sometimes there are competitive elements of music. So if you think of like American Idol, yeah, you're going to have people singing on that and using autotune. Well, if one person has the competitive advantage of autotune and another person does not, then you might look at that and say that's cheating. But is that what we really think music is? In 2019, guys, do we think American Idol is what music is? Let's take this to its logical conclusion, right? I don't believe that you can cheat in music because it's not competitive. And the examples that I always go to in this actually come from dealing with people criticizing me for using a fret wrap. I've actually been criticized for many things in life, believe it or not, but the fret wrap is one that I get time and time again in tapping videos. And you'll see these time and time again. If you look online, you will see comments in the YouTube comment section where anytime someone's using a fret wrap, some smart ass will come along and say, yeah, but you're using a fret wrap. That's cheating. Sorry, what? What? I don't, it doesn't compute. It's a tool that is being used to help me achieve something that I want to achieve. Sure, could I do this without a fret wrap? Yes. Would I have to practice for twice as long to get it in the same place? Probably. But then I look at it and I'm like, well, surely frets are cheating. You could have a guitar without frets on, a fretless guitar. Great, a lot of fun, right? But the reason everybody plays guitars with frets rather than fretless guitars is because it's very, very hard to intonate a fretless guitar accurately, right? It's nigh on impossible to play chords on a fretless guitar. Sure, we'll all agree on that. So why don't you just practice harder and play a fretless? Now, it's a ridiculous argument because you all accept the fact that using frets is pretty standard, right? Another example, you're not using an amp, are you, when you play live? That's not what real men do, right, guys? Surely what you should be doing is playing acoustic on your electric guitar and just hitting the strings so damn loud that everyone in the room hears you. The amp's just giving you some sort of cheating advantage. It's not fair, right? Again, it seems like such a ridiculous comparison, but to me, that's how the autotune thing sounds. Over the years in music, people have used these little cheats as ways of achieving the things that they want to achieve. It might be for physical reasons, like a fret wrap, helping you to eliminate string noise where you're doing 8-finger tapping and you're unable to mute the strings as effectively as you would like to. Or it might be something as simple as, say, the Kinks sawing cuts in the cone of their speaker on the song You Really Got Me in order to get that classic distorted tone. Is that not cheating? Of course not. Now, coming back to the subject of autotune, when you think of autotune, there are so many examples where autotune has been used as a creative tool. Now, we know this if you think of any time you hear someone doing that synthetic robot-like voice, that's autotune with a very high threshold on pitch correction. So you try and sing a glissando and it's going to force you into pitches. But Joe Satriani took something like that and used it on, I forget the name of the track now actually, but he's using the whammy bar and and strong auto-tune in order to create a robotic-like sound, and that's really cool. But I can actually think of examples where auto-tune has been used to maybe make things a little bit cooler for me personally. Now, you may disagree with me on this, and that was absolutely fine. If you feel different to me on this, that's cool. I'm glad that we both have different opinions on it. But I always think of the Toto live album, Falling in Between Live. So this is a great concert that you can get on DVD, Blu-ray, and there's a CD version of it. And the reason I love it so much is because, aside from having a great set list, and it just being sort of my favourite lineup of Toto, it even has Lee Sklar playing bass on it, which is super cool. The thing that really takes it over the edge for me is the harmonies, the backing vocals, in fact the lead vocals often. Everything sounds so unbelievably tight, and the only explanation that I can give you for that is auto-tune, right? The harmonies in the choruses of those sound like keyboards, they're that tight. Now Toto don't usually sound like that. If you listen to subsequent live videos, subsequent live DVDs, what you're going to find is a looser, more kind of classic rock harmony approach. Now there's nothing wrong with that, and that's the way I've listened to most rock bands live, but that Toto example is the one that always jumps out to me. I always remember that as being a little bit different, a little bit more synthetic. But is it cheating? No, because to me it's achieved a goal. So I guess that's really the answer. No, I don't think auto-tune is cheating, and I don't think that you can cheat in music. And I think that if you do think that you can cheat in music, then again, I think you need to have a long, hard look in the mirror and work out really why you went into music in the first place. It's not a competition, guys. Doesn't matter how fast you can play. It doesn't matter how clean you can play. All that matters is that you can play something that moves somebody. That's all I have to say. So, what do you think, guys? Please do let me know in that comment section below. Obviously, I'm more than happy to argue with you on this subject. That's me, right? That's who I am. But genuinely interested to hear your opinions and other examples of things that you have heard people consider cheating in music. Lastly, I just want to say a huge thank you to these people over here. These are my supporters over on Patreon. And actually right now, I cannot thank these guys enough for their support. I am really going through hell right now in life, guys. I'm currently, I've spent years building up this studio and getting it to the point where it looks good, it sounds good, it's what I want it to be. I'm in the middle of having to find somewhere new to live. And the contributions that I'm getting on Patreon are really kind of taking the edge off of that and that stress off of that a little bit, because I've had no time to do any teaching today because I've been out having to look at houses. It's an absolute nightmare. So thank you so much, guys. It really, this month more so than any, has made a huge difference. So if you want to check me out on Patreon, you can do so and support me for as little as $1 by clicking this button up here. You can subscribe to my channel by clicking this little button down here, and you'll see 2 more of my videos here and here. Thank you so much for all the support, guys, not just the financial support on Patreon, but just watching these videos, sharing them with your friends. It is a huge help, and it does keep driving me to make more videos. So go out and annoy someone on the internet today and cheat in music. It's a lot of fun. Laters.